Greetings, peace, love, and wellness, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Samari, hope ready to enlighten. And today we are officially on day 17 of our 30 days, 30 minutes a day yoga challenge. So if you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. We'll start off in a standing position, Tadasana, mountain pose. Here we'll take a moment to fully ground ourselves into the present moment and our body and our practice. So we'll start with our feet about hip distance apart, arms out to the side, shoulders back, chest lifted. And we'll close our eyes for this. And here we'll close our eyes and take some deep inhales. So inhale and exhale. Again, we'll take another deep inhale and exhale. One more deep inhale and exhale. And here, we'll take a moment and set an intention. Whatever you want to get out of this practice, whatever you want to seed into your life, allow that thought to come into your mind. Visualize it through your eyes, the closed eyes. Okay, and when you're ready, we'll release that. Then we will take our hands and extend them up into the air, reaching through the fingertips, stretching up high, pointing the fingers, creating space in between the fingers, lifting the chest. And exhale, releasing our hands down to the side. We'll go again, lifting our hands up toward the sky, reaching, stretching up. And this time we'll add a leg in there. So we'll stay grounded on this right leg, shift our weight to the right, and lift up this left leg into the air. Breathing here. And we'll release our hand and leg down. Then we'll get the opposite side, extending our reach up towards the sky, shifting our weight to that left and lifting. And when you're ready, we'll release that leg down, releasing our arms down. This time we'll step our right leg to the side, extending our hands up again. Exhale, we're gonna shift that hip to the left, dropping down, bending over towards this right side, stretching. If you wanna drop this right hand down on that shin and stretch even deeper, feel free, breathe. Then we'll come back to center, releasing that leg back at center and get the opposite side, extending this left step, leg out, reaching up again and hinging to that side on that left side, pushing that hip to the right. And if you want to drop that hand on that shin on that left side, breathe. And bring ourselves back to center, releasing our hands. We'll extend our hands up again, breathing. Then we'll bring our feet out, opposite way, point them to either side of the mat, and slowly begin to come down into a plie squat. Opening up the hips, breathing here. Keeping our back straight. Yeah, we'll come back up and release our arms. Bringing our legs back into center. We'll reach one more time up in the air. If you want to take a slight back bend, feel free to back bend here. And then hinge from the hip, diving down towards the mat. Pressing our fingertips into the mat. Breathe in here. Then we'll come up halfway, flat back, looking forward. Exhale, releasing our hands back to the mat. And we'll hinge from the hip, sweeping our arms up again towards the sky. Then bring our hands to prayer mudra and channel that energy down to our heart space. We'll take a deep inhale here. Exhale and release. Then we'll come to the top of the mat. Both feet hip distance apart. We will step this left leg back. Come onto our knees on that left side. Create a bend in that right knee. And here we'll gently pulse, opening our hip. Stretching into that hamstring. Breathing here for 3 more breaths. And we'll come back to center. Release both hands to the inside of that right foot. Come on to the tippy toes of our foot on that left leg. And breathe here. More stretching in that hamstring, more opening the hips. And if this is enough, stay here and breathe. But if you want to extend, stay grounded on that left hand and extend this right hand into the air. Reaching up for a twisting our back. And release that arm back to the mat. And then we're going to release our foot on that left side. Come onto the front of the foot on the left side. And then we'll come onto our forearms here. Breathing. Allowing ourselves to be open. And then we'll plant our hands back to the mat, shifting our weight back, straightening up this right leg, coming onto the heel on that right side into half splits, keeping our hips back in space. Feel free to fold onto that right leg or grab a hold of that right foot, wherever you're at. Then we'll bring both hands on the inside of that right foot, bending back into that right knee. Untuck our toe on that left side, pressing ourselves up into a pyramid pose, extending scooting his left leg up more, and we'll fold here into pyramid pose. Breathing. And when you're ready, we'll bring this left foot all the way up and slowly roll ourselves up, vertebrae by vertebrae. We reach the top and roll our shoulders back. And then we'll get the opposite side. We'll extend this right leg back. Come onto the knee on that right side. Gently begin to pulse on that left knee, keeping that left knee bent, flexing the hips. Then we'll come on both hands on the inside of that left hand. Untuck our toes on that right side and breathe here. And if this is enough, stay here. If you want to, keep your hands planted on that right side. And extend your hands up, twisting open. Then we'll release that hand back onto the mat. Release that right foot to the mat and come onto our forearms. Breathing. Opening ourselves up, opening the hips more. Connecting to our core, connecting to our breath. And when you're ready, we'll walk our hands back, coming into the half split, extending this leg, left leg straight, hands to the floor mat. Then we'll bring both hands on the inside of that mat, coming a bend in that left knee, untuck our toe on that right side, coming all the way up for that pyramid pose. Breathing. Hold it on to ourselves. And when you're ready, we'll step that right foot all the way up. Slowly roll ourselves up, vertebrae by vertebrae, till we reach the top. Shoulders back, chest lifted, and release. Then we'll come to the center of the mat. Spread our legs wide that we feel safe. Extend our hands out to the side. Breathing here. Allowing the energy to go from side to side, every peak in our body, from our fingertips, toe tip to the crown. Turn ourselves to twinkling star here. Breathe. Then we're going to hands from the hip, fold forward, diving down, allowing our fingertips to touch the mat. Then as our fingertips touch the mat, allow ourselves to just gently fold over even more, bringing our palms flat to the mat, allowing our head to hang and go down towards the mat. Trusting our strong legs and strong body will hold us up. If you want to walk your hands further back of the mat, you can. If you want to go deeper, fold. Just listen to your body. If you want to grab a hold of your ankles, breathe. Do whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready, we'll hand from the hip and rise back up. Breathe here. Then we'll extend our hands out again. And take a bind behind us, interlacing the fingertips. Then we're going to go again, hinging from the hip, folding over, allowing this arms to fall over to the back of our body. Strong in our body, strong in our stance. And when you're ready, we'll hand from the hip and rise up. Tilt our feet back together. And we'll walk that out a little bit, shake that out. And come back to the front of the mat. We'll come here. We will step this left leg back again. Create a bend in this right knee. Turning that foot sideways, this foot forward, hips pivoted forward. And here we'll extend our hands up into the sky, reaching through the fingertips, strong in our body, strong in our stance. Then we'll turn our gaze sideways, pointing both fingers sideways. Strong in our body, strong in our stance. If you want to take a deeper bend in that right knee, feel free. Then we'll bring this left hand behind us, extending this right arm into the air. Gaze at that right hand. Then we'll bring that right hand to that right knee, extending this left hand into the air just like a slant. Feel free to have your hands out straight or at a mudra. Then we'll bring this right hand, and as we hold in the ball in our hand, just squeeze in that ball. And we'll release our hands, stepping that left foot back, up. Then we'll do the opposite side, extending that right leg back, turning it sideways, keeping this left foot forward. Then we'll extend our hands up into the air, bending in that knee. Powerful, strong, healthy body. Then we'll turn our gaze sideways, pointing side to side. Allowing the energy to flow. Then we'll bring that hand behind us, looking up at that left hand. Then we'll bring this left hand to that left knee, standing our hands up. Then we'll bring this right hand up to join that invisible ball we're holding. And when you're ready, we'll release our hands and step that left foot up. We'll walk that out. Then we'll come into a seated position, coming onto the floor. We'll gently hug our knees to ourselves, straightening the back. And here we're going to go into some boat poses. We'll first start off with a supported boat pose. Here we'll press both feet and both hands onto the mat, keeping our knees bent, feet to the mat. And we'll breathe here, keeping our back straight, shoulders back, shoulders lifted. Then we'll extend our legs up into the air, straight, or you can go bent, whatever's feel comfortable for you. We're tapping into our core here, but we keep the back lifted. And when you're ready, we'll release that and breathe. You can hug our knees again. Then we're going to go into a traditional boat pose. Here we'll keep our knees bent still. Slip our hands under the fold of the knee. Then we'll gently shift our weight back onto the base of our body and extend knees up into the air, making the lower legs parallel to the mat. And if this is enough for you, stay here and breathe. But if you want to take it deeper, release the hold and have your arms parallel to the legs. Palm up, really connecting into the core. And if you want to take this even deeper, straighten the legs straight out. Breathe. And we'll release. Hug our knees to ourselves. We'll do that one again. And remember, do what size makes you feel more comfortable. If you want to just be in a supported one, stay just in the supported one. We'll do that again. We'll slip our hands under the fold, knees pointed to the mat. And we'll catch our breath, catch our energy. grounded in what we're gonna do. You can go ahead and shift our weight back and extend those knees up. Then if you want to release the hands, bring them out to the side, parallel to the mat. Then if you want to extend your legs straight. And we'll release that. This time we'll bring both feet to each other to touch the bottom of the feet. Grab a hold of them and open our knees and to let them flap open naturally into butterfly pose. Breathe here. Then we'll release our legs out. Bring this right knee towards the inside of the thigh. Then that left leg forward. Here we'll just sit up first. Breathe into ourselves. If you want to press open on this right knee, feel free to press open on the right knee. Open the hip more. Then we'll extend our hands up, reaching through the fingertips, and then fold forward towards that left leg. Grabbing a hold of the toe or the shin or the foot, wherever you're at. Just hinge forward, stretching ourselves, unlocking the hip on that right side. And when you're ready, we'll release that. Releasing that right leg down. Then do the opposite side, bringing that left knee, bend, bringing that left foot into that right thigh. And again, we just gently press open on that left knee. You don't have to press it all the way to the mat, just wherever you're at. Breathe into it, connect to it. And then when you're ready, we'll again extend our hands up and fold towards that right leg. Grab a hold of the shin, the toe, the foot, wherever you're at. And we'll release that, bringing that left leg straight. Kind of walk that out. Take that out. And we'll bring this right knee to us again, gently hugging on it. And we'll take our right hand back for support. Taking this left hand up, across it, twist open, looking towards that right hand. Breathing. And we'll release that. And see if we can grab a hold of that left foot again. Reaching forward, keeping that right leg planted to the mat as we reach. Wherever you're at, if you're at the shin or you only can reach your thigh, just breathe there. And when you're ready, we'll release that. Get the opposite side, bringing that left knee to us. Hug on that left knee, give it some love. And we'll bring this left hand behind us for support and crisscross over, twisting open, looking back at that left hand. You know, for me, yoga is about giving gratitude for my body. Each day it shows up for me. And that's why I like to yoga, because it's helped me tune in and show appreciation to every area of my body, which sometimes we don't do enough. We just use our body. And release that. And go ahead and this time, hinge forward, grab a hold of that left toe, right toe. And when you're ready, we'll release that. Come on to the back of our body. We'll open our hip more. We'll go ahead and bring this right foot to this left knee. Pressing open on that right foot, knee. Release that back down. Bringing that right knee bent again. Then taking this left leg, bringing that left foot onto that knee on the right side and pressing open on that left knee. Then we back down both feet. And then let's bring both knees together, bringing it to our chest, rocking ourselves around, massaging our back. Then we'll release both knees down straight ahead of us. This time, we only bring our right knee up, hug it to the chest. Then gently use this right hand and open up this right knee. Wherever you're at, just allow yourself to be open. You don't have to press directly all the way onto the mat, onto the floor. Just wherever you're at, just allow. And bring your knee back to the center of the mat, hug it back into yourself, and release it. Then we'll do the opposite side, bringing this left knee up to our body, hugging it to ourselves. And go ahead and let this left leg arm pull it down to the mat. Pressing open on that left hip again, knee. Again, wherever you're at, however far it goes towards the mat, it's perfect. By listening to our body and tuning to what it feels good to us at that present moment. And we'll bring our knees back to center, hug it back into our chest, and release it to the mat. Then we'll extend both legs up into the air. Just have them feet pointing up towards the ceiling as if we're walking on the ceiling. And we'll hug our knees to us again, gently rocking around, and allow our knees to fall over onto the right side. Bringing our left hand onto that left thigh and allow it to come up and across. Watching our head as it go on the opposite side, allowing our shoulder to relax on the left side. Then bringing ourselves up again into center, rotating our back on the opposite direction, letting it fall over on the opposite side. Bringing a hand up and across to twist open. And we'll bring ourselves back to center. Hugging ourselves one more time. Then straighten the leg out, create space in our arms. And we'll go into Savasana, conscious resting, conscious breathing, conscious being, conscious allowing. All that energy we just integrate in our body to be feel free to stay here as long as you want. But if you're ready to come out this pose, begin to bring awareness back into your body, back into your breath. And to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Wash your wrists from side to side and wash your ankles round and round. And hug your knees into your chest. Comfortably rock yourself up into a comfortable seated position. And at this time, I bow for you. And thank you for clicking on this video and sharing your practice with me today. We are on day 17 of 30. And if you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, peace, love, and well.